Karl Rove is with us right now, the former White House Chief of Staff, best-selling author. Deputy Chief of Staff, Karl, could I ask you a little bit about, to muse on something that Musk was pointing out about the inflation thing, that it's real, he doesn't understand why people don't think it is. But there's a kind of people who are saying it's overrated. It's not a really big problem. The White House says we're on top of it. It's transitory or something like that. And even when it isn't transitory, to say it's not our fault. But along comes the world's richest man to say, well, it is a big deal. It's a problem for me, my company, the world, and you got to realize it. What did you think of that?
Well, I thought it was pretty powerful, but it's not as powerful as the thoughts that ordinary Americans have every day in their own experiences. I mean, ordinary Americans go to the grocery store maybe a couple of times a week. They go to the gas station every week or two. There are things that they do virtually every day that bring them into contact with the real awareness that prices are rising, and prices are rising faster than most of them are seeing their paychecks increase. So, you know, it's to me, it is mind-boggling that the administration and some Democrats are so out of touch with what's going on in ordinary households all across the country when it comes to paying for the bills of everyday expenditures. It's just amazing to me that they're that out of touch that they don't understand how big a problem it is.
You made a point of that in today's Wall Street Journal, writing about Elizabeth Warren and her plans, and that maybe everyone should rally around that because that's a surefire winner. I mean, you said that tongue-in-cheek here, but she is calling aggressively for more presidential spending, more presidential authority, or writing off on presidential actions that would provide college education and free tuition to kids and all the rest to pay their bills. But it went way beyond that. But it involved a lot of government spending. What did you make of that?
Right. Well, I thought it was, you know, I was just blown away when she wrote that on Sunday. And, you know, look, ordinary Americans understand the principal driver of inflation is loose monetary policy from the Federal Reserve and more spending by the government, creating more debt, devaluing the currency. Think about this. She said, let's start, in order to have a big Democratic victory this fall, let's take the Build Back Better plan and bring it back and pass it through Congress. This is where the numbers in the Politico-Harris poll in January. 41% favored the big Build Back Better, 21% of them strongly, 40% opposed it, 29% strongly. She thinks somehow or another being in favor of something that's got 41% support is going to somehow vaunt the Democrats into an historic victory in a midterm election. And not only that, but look inside that poll. It was really interesting. Family leave. Do you think it will help you? They asked the respondent. 41% said, yeah, that'll help me. 12% said it'll hurt me, and 58% said, you know, it's not going to affect me. Same with child tax credit. 22% said it'd help, 12% said it would hurt, 64% not going to do anything to me. Pre-K, 26, 6, and 66. So if you're trying to pass a bill with all of these goodies, and you're thinking that somehow or another that's going to draw the American people into saying, wow, enthusiastic, most people say it's not going to make a difference to me. A substantial number say it's going to hurt me, and then when you say everybody's going to have to pay for it and it's going to drive up inflation, those numbers get worse.
Yeah, and we're not acknowledging the elephant in the room here. There, at least on many, you know, in Washington, that inflation is that elephant. And if you don't even make it part of your campaign plan, you kind of lose people.
Right. Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right.
Go ahead, finish that thought, Karl. I'm sorry.
Well, and this is, I mean, Kamala Harris goes out, doesn't talk about it. The administration says the president is going to go out and blame Republicans for not having an inflation plan. Well, first of all, to blame the minority, because you're in the majority, makes you look weak. But the Republicans are going to simply say, we got a plan. And the plan is stop digging the hole deeper, stop the spending, reduce the debt, bring the budget more into balance.
I think this was a mea culpa for you, this column, the tongue-in-cheek way you had about what you could recommend Democrats do to change their plight. So now you've locked on to the Elizabeth Warren thing, I imagine, right?
Exactly. Exactly. You got me.
It was brilliant, brilliant prose. Thank you very much, Karl Rove, on that.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.